Hi-yo! Next weekend's 4th of July, so apparently we already got people putting off firecrackers. I've been having to water a lot because it's been about a week and a half since it rained, but I haven't watered this area at all. Farther down, you can see some of my potted echinacea are struggling. Some of the potted plants are struggling in general, yeah. Yeah, they are. But it's all the new plantings and the potted plants. Like this fig. That's an Olympian dwarf fig that I have been watering. We're just doing a tour on the phone. No editing, just straight shot. Something to share with everybody, I suppose. There's the Quailios. And I have been having Turkish rocket florets. It does appear that I'm going to get strawberry tree fruit, probably. The milkweed flowers are the bumblebee's favorite thing. And the honeybees, too. The lilies opened, so I'm going to frequently have orange streaks on my arms. These are tree lilies on a dry year. The orange-centered ones bloom later, but they are taller. They are about 5 foot tall. And these are the lilies that are advertised that they are expected to get about 8 foot tall. Haven't really seen them do that. Hello, Bumble. Enjoy. My new quince is doing pretty good. It had some leaf scorch, but that makes sense because it came from California and it came during a damp time, and I guess it probably really didn't know what to think of the weather. You can see that one planting of milkweed will get you everywhere pretty quickly. As we walk through the garden, you'll see that it's everywhere. I like that it's like a nurse plant. If you're growing it, you can cut and cook the brand new shoots. You can cut and cook these. And the very young seed pods all are edible when cooked. This is my new ricotta. Two-hand this thing so I don't shake. Ricotta perennial pepper. It's not hardy, which is why it's still in a pot. Never mind all the firecrackers, that's what that is. This is my new John's Prairie gooseberry, which is a Canadian native gooseberry. I have enclosed the carrot, which is going to seed. And it may have been a little late that I enclosed the beet that was trying to go to seed. I'm hoping it'll make a comeback in there, but it's really just bunny nibbled stumps. It was doing well for a while, and then it came and got bunny nibbled. We do have several bitty tiny little hardy kiwi on the hardy Acai self-fertile. And I keep going in and pinching off the new growth. This can grow a foot a day, and that will stop the berries from ripening. I have a new Saskatoon growing there. It fruited. I'm having trouble deciding what to do with these potted plants, and they are definitely suffering for it. I'm keeping the hazelnuts that are interplanted to the hedge alive, but that's honestly a struggle. And the ones that are right in front of the compost where this hedge, even this Chinese privet hedge that's really robust, even it has died in front of the compost there. Trying to figure out what I can put there. I am not sure if we have nitrogen sickness, in other words, way too much nitrogen, or if we've gotten a parasitic fungal thing going there. But either way, things are dying around it, and I like having a hedge, so that's kind of sad. The deer did come through and go at the plum. I have planted it in a full circle with snake root, and then this is the northern bayberry male, and there's a female that took down there but keeps needing watered. So next year it should have a natural fence, but this year it's struggling a bit. Wait, trying to harvest the rhubarb seed. For sure. Onions are doing really well. These are walking onions, and what I do is I pluck off an onion head and I plant next year's onions with that. So along the back here, a lot of those are just seed onions, and then these, when you pick off the seed top, they get a really good stout onion base compared to what they get when you leave its seed head on, because it puts a lot of the energy into the seed head. I am having good luck with currants. I've harvested a lot from this. There's still more. And I finally had some yostaberries this year. Once this elderberry's done fruiting, because it's a new variety to me, I'm actually going to transplant this back there, and I'm going to backfill this divot I made with wood chips so this area is more accessible. The water doesn't come the whole way back in anymore anyway. It's just like a catch to slow the water down and divert it off of the sump pump. So, yes. Friend gave me a couple of eggplants. Those are what are in the domes. The perennial ground cherries I'll actually get to taste this year. Last year they just sprouted. This year they're actually gonna give me fruit. This is a cluster of several plants, and oh, look, a snaky. Hey, friend Snaky. Who are you? Very cute. Probably gonna have to transplant some of these next year, or later in the season or something, because I don't need 6 plants that close. I did trim the crap out of the hedge back there, and you can kind of see through, but it'll backfill. I think I'll get out the pole loppers soon and shape the top again, because it reaches out over. And then I do have this corner closed in where there's another elderberry there, a couple of hazelnuts, and a cherry tree that's just a sucker of the sour cherry. This is a magnolia. The native type. And I have several more seeded one that I've potted up, several more I need to once it starts to rain again. I don't want to put things through transplant stress when I can't possibly water them enough. Hollyhock. So, been getting a good quantity of raspberries, even though they get eaten down to just what's inside the cage here. They're pretty happy. I would say they're pretty happy. I might get some blackberries back in that back corner near the neighbors too. I don't want to bother them. It's nice that's actually kind of closed up. I like the fact that that's kind of closed up. It's very nice. And all of those plants don't get more than like, I think 10 foot max. So they shouldn't really need trimmed much.